Good morning student. Today we are going to learn about basic steps of fabrication. So fabrication of VLSI chip it consists of various steps. What are they? Wafer preparation, then oxidation, lithography, then etching. So these are the basic steps: wafer preparation, oxidation, lithography and etching. So actually what we do in fabrication process, we create devices on the wafer surface or on the wafer we can say. So IC can be viewed as set of pattern layers. So what is pattern? Pattern means a design. Design means, let's assume this as a design and we want to create this design on the surface of a chip. So chip means first we take a substrate and on that surface we do all the things. So if this one is the chip or wafer and on that wafer this one is the layer, then we create this pattern on this layer. So assume this as the top view of the layer in a rectangular shape. On this shape we create that pattern, or we can say we transfer the pattern. So if we transfer the pattern, first we mark the outer lines of the pattern, then we remove the excess material. So first what we do the transfer of pattern, then we remove the excess material. The removal of excess material is known as etching. So on a substrate or on a wafer we applied multiple numbers of layers. So a layer must be patterned before a next layer is applied on the chip, and the patterning uses the process of lithography. Means the transfer of pattern is done using a process known as lithography. So what do you mean by lithography? Lithography is the process used to transfer a pattern on the or to the layer on the chip. Means on the chip a layer is present and we transfer this pattern to this layer. That process is known as lithography. During the fabrication we use lithography process multiple number of times. Next we start the basic steps. So for fabrication, first we take a substrate. Generally we take a silicon substrate. Then we do oxidation on the surface of the substrate. Due to oxidation, a oxide is formed on the chip. This one is the oxide layer. Which type of oxide? Silicon dioxide. So thermal oxidation forces the oxidizing agent to diffuse into the material and react with it. Because of that, this SiO2 means silicon dioxide layer is formed. After this oxidation, another layer is applied on the surface of the substrate. Then this one is the oxide layer. On this oxide another layer is formed, is known as photoresist. This one is the photoresist. So photoresist is a light sensitive material, and photoresist is of two types. One is positive photoresist, second one is negative photoresist. So in positive photoresist, this photoresist material is initially in a insoluble condition, means hard condition, but when we apply ultraviolet ray, then it becomes soluble. But in negative photoresist, in initial condition the photoresist is in soluble condition, but when we apply UV rays, then it becomes soluble. And as here we use UV rays, means light, because of that this process is known as photolithography, and here we use positive photoresist. Positive photoresist, as we know, initially in insoluble condition, so we apply UV rays. So how we apply UV rays? In the next step, this one is the SiO2 layer, and on that a photoresist layer is present. So on this photoresist we apply the UV rays in a selective area, means we expose the photoresist selectively, means we cover some of the area and keep uncovered remaining part. So here we cover the two sides and allow the UV rays in this portion only. So due to the application of UV rays, only this portion becomes soluble and the other portions are remain in insoluble condition. So after this step, what happened? That soluble portion is removed or etched away. So how it looks like? SiO2 so it looks like this. So which process we use to remove this part? The process name is etching. So remember, etching is of two types. One is wet etching and other one is dry etching. In wet etching, we use liquid chemicals to remove the material. But in dry etching, we use etchant gases to remove the material, and the dry etching also known as plasma etching. Plasma etching. So this is all about etching. Then the portion that is uncovered or not covered with photoresist means the oxide region that is not covered with photoresist is removed in the next step using dry etching or wet etching as per the requirement. So it looks like this. Okay, in the last step only we remove the remaining part of photoresist using etching process. So after the last step it looks like this. Substrate, SiO2. So this one is the first diagram, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So this is all about basic steps of fabrication. And another thing, as I said that here we use positive photoresist. We generally use positive photoresist. We less prefer the negative photoresist. Why? Because negative photoresist is more sensitive to the light, and the photolithography resolution of the negative photoresist is not as high as positive photoresist. Because of that we prefer positive photoresist. So this is all about today's class. Thank you.